Hello and welcome to Week 13 of Best Bets. What's going on? I am Matt O'Leary, joined by Newsday's Joe Manniello. Joe, how you doing today?
Doing great, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You had yourself a really solid week last week, going 5-0, which brings your record up to 34-26. I went 3-2, which brings me up to 25, 34-1. So
yeah, it was a great week. I went 12-2 in the paper, and best week I've had in almost 5 years, right in the column. But I had such a bad run there for like a month. So I hate that expression, but I was due.
Absolutely. So hopefully that carries into week 13 for you. We're going to do something a little different this week. We're going to do the Thanksgiving games and release this episode out on Wednesday. So if anyone's listening and wants some advice for the Thanksgiving games, we'll be able to cover that and then get into the regular stuff. So we'll start with the Bears and the Lions. The Bears are favored in this game by 3.5. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, none of these games are really that appetizing, but I think you got to take the Bears here. 3.5 is a lot on the road, but they just beat them 20-13 in Week 10, and the backup quarterback might not even play. It might be the Lions' third-string quarterback, so I don't know how you take the Lions here. So I'll take the Bears minus 3.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Joe. When you don't know what the Lions situation is at quarterback, I just don't trust taking them, even with that, nice little cushion there of 3.5 points. I'm going to take the Bears right there with you. All right, so second game on Thanksgiving is the Bills and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are favored by 6.5. How about in this game?
Yeah, I like the Cowboys, but it seems like everybody else is on the Bills, so I'm second-guessing it now. I just don't think the Bills are that good. I mean, both teams have beaten up on bad teams, but I think the Cowboys, if they put it all together, are a better team. I just think that the Bills have trouble stopping the run, so I think Ezekiel Elliott can have a big game. And I like backing a team after a bad loss, and 13-9 at the Patriots isn't really a bad loss, but they didn't really coach that well, and it was the whole Jerry Jones saga. I can just see the Cowboys, putting up a huge game and shutting the owner up almost, or having a happy Thanksgiving in front of the home crowd. So I'll lay the 6.5. It's a lot, but I can see them winning like by a touchdown, 7 or 8. So I'll take Cowboys.
See, I'm one of those guys who's on the Bills plus 6.5. I think the Cowboys win this game, but I just think it's a tight one. I think it's going to be a little bit on the lower scoring side, like maybe 24-20, somewhere in that range. And I think the Cowboys end up pulling off the win, but not by all that much. I think this is probably the most entertaining game of the day, too.
Yeah, I agree with that, and most people agree with you, so you might be right.
All right, how about for the nightcap, the Saints and the Falcons? Saints are favored by 6.5.
Yeah, I think the Saints will definitely win. I can't see the Falcons beating them twice in one season, especially twice in 3 weeks. But I think the Falcons will keep it close. It's like I wrote in my column. This is their Super Bowl. I mean, they beat the Saints already, and they'll be pumped up for this game again too with Thanksgiving. So I think it'll be a close game. The Saints have injuries on the O-line, and the Falcons sacked Drew Brees 6 times last time they played, which was a 26-9 win, the most shocking win of the year. So I think the Saints will get back. They'll win, but I don't think they're going to blow them out. So I'll take the 6.5 with the home team.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I think the Saints win this game, but I think it's going to be a tight one. 6.5, that's too big of a number for me, so I'm going to go with the Falcons too, right there with you, plus 6.5.
There we go.
All right, so let's get to the Sunday slate. We'll start with the Jets, who are on a roll. 3 wins in a row. They are going on the road to Cincinnati. Who do you like in this one, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Jets a lot. They were originally in the running for my lock of the week. Then I went back to another team, which is my first thought. So sometimes you second guess so much. But I like the Jets a lot. I mean, they scored 34 points in all three wins. I liked them a lot last week against the Raiders. I don't see a letdown because it's not like they're 7-4. They're 4-7. They want to finish strong. They've been playing well since Christopher Johnson's spoke to the team about Adam Gase sticking around for this year and next year and so on. So I think the Jets have found something special here. They're beating up on bad teams. The Raiders aren't a bad team, but the other teams, the Redskins and Giants, and the Bengals. I mean, they have the worst defense in the NFL, and even with Andy Dalton back, I mean, I think they'll be more competitive than rookie Ryan Finley. But I think Jamal Adams has another big game, and I think Sam Darnold and Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell will have his best game as a Jet, and I can see them scoring 34 points again or even more. So I'll easily lay the 3.5.
Yeah, I'm with you there with the Jets minus 3.5. Even with Andy Dalton back, that doesn't really scare me too much. I know it's a road game, and that 3.5 might be a little questionable, but I think they could win this game by about a touchdown, maybe even more than that. When you just look at how good the offense has been the last few weeks, like you said, I know they were beating up on some bad teams, but what they were able to do, the Raiders, was really impressive, and I think they're going to be able to continue that on the road this week against a winless Bengals team.
Yeah, I think they'll keep it going.
Okay, so that brings us to the crosstown rival New York Giants, who are at home taking on the Packers. Packers are favored by 6.5. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I think you got to take the Packers here. I mean, 6.5 is a lot on the road, but the Giants just look awful. They're giving up almost 30 points every game except for one, and then last week against the Bears, only 19. But the Bears, have offensive issues. I think, especially with the Packers off a 37-8 loss at San Francisco, get angry Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they went up against one of the top defenses, and now they get one of the worst defenses. So I think it all sets up for a big bounce back for the Packers. A little nervous about the Packers' defense. They struggle against the run, so I think Barkley can have a nice game. But the Giants, there's no confidence picking them, and I got to lay the 6.5 with the Packers.
Yeah, I'm there with you too, especially the loss that the Packers are coming off of. I think they're going to be a motivated team going into MetLife. And, I mean, just the Packers offense and Aaron Rodgers should be able to put up a ton of points against this Giants defense. And I know Daniel Jones has played pretty well. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep pace. I like the Packers to win by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, I think if they don't score 30, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
Packers.
Absolutely. So that'll bring us to the game of the week, one that I know I'm very excited for. 49ers, Ravens. Ravens are favored by 6 in this one, Joe. Who do you like here?
Yeah, this is not only game of the week, as game of the year potential. As far as the matchup, I think this is, as of right now, this would be my Super Bowl pick preview. So I think, obviously, it's a great matchup, but I don't think it's going to be like a super close game. I think the Ravens are just too hot right now, so people may look at this number and say, wow, -6. I mean, the Ravens are really good, 9-2, but the Niners are 10-1. But the game's in Baltimore. It's a 1 o'clock start. And I just think the Ravens, I'm not betting against them. I picked against them almost the whole year. Last week, they were my lock of the week. And a lot of people were, talking about how the Rams were going to, keep it close. And I stuck with it. I felt confident that the Ravens were going to beat them. And, 45-6, I didn't think they're going to beat them that bad. But, I mean, I don't see anyone, even the Niners, with their great pass rush and, defense. I just think Lamar Jackson, he's just too, unstoppable right now. And Mark Ingram and the whole run game. And the defense has played really well. I think Jimmy Garoppolo has struggled against not struggled, but you saw him in that Seattle game. He looked a little flustered when he got blitzed. So I think Harbaugh and that defense will send some blitzes at him. And also, as great as the Niners defense has been, they struggled a little bit against Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, and they're both elusive, and Jackson is the most elusive. So I see another Ravens win and cover. They covered 5 straight. They won by 30-35 the last 3 games. So I see a comfortable win, maybe a 10-point win, like a 30-20 kind of game. So I'll lay the 6, Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Joe. The Ravens were the lock of the week for me last week, and I can't pick against them right now, even though, like you said, you've loved the 49ers all year long, but going up on the road, a West Coast team playing a 1 o'clock game on the East Coast, I think everything is just leaning in the Ravens' favor. I too think they could win this game by double digits, and I just don't know how you stop Lamar Jackson right now.
Exactly. I mean, until he gives you a reason not to back him, just keep picking him.
All right, how about for a best bet this week? Who do you like?
Best bet. I told you I thought about the Jets, but I'm gonna go back to my original thought. Last week I was looking at the games, and a game popped out to me. Arizona Cardinals off a bye at home, getting 3 points from the Rams. That spread's weird. Rams are done. Their playoff hopes, which were very little to begin with, because the NFC is basically set with the Vikings and Seahawks 9-2 and 8-3, holding the wild cards team spots. So the Rams probably weren't going to get it anyway. And then they just lost 45-6 at home against the Ravens. Now on a short week, they're playing at Arizona, which is off a bye. And Arizona's a young team. They're 3-7-1, but they're actually 7-3-1 against the spread. They want to finish the year strong. You got young guys, a young first-year coach, rookie quarterback. I think Kyler Murray has a big game. I think they get after Jared Goff, who he didn't throw a touchdown all of November. I saw someone tweet, which is an amazing stat. And I mean, the Rams, they're just not who they were last year. The O-line is a big reason why. And I just think it's a hard hard spot for a veteran team after such an embarrassing loss to national TV to go on the road against a 3-win team. It's probably going to overlook them, looking ahead or think they'll beat them easily. So I think the Cardinals are in a prime spot to not only cover, I actually like them to win. So I'll take the Cardinals +3 as the lock of the week.
Well, I'm going to use them as my upset pick for essentially all the same reasons that you just gave. I really like the Cardinals, too, this week for the upset at +3. For me, though, my best bet, I'm going to go with the Patriots -3 against the Texans. I know it's a home game for the Texans, but I just really think that the Patriots are going to be able to do enough defensively to slow down that Texans offense. And, yeah, I know last week, obviously in the rain, they didn't put up a bunch of points, but perfect conditions in a dome. I really like this Patriots team, and I think they're going to be able to win by 3.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, a lot of people are picking the Patriots. I'm actually taking the Texans only because I just think Deshaun Watson's X factor, the way Jackson was against the Pats. So I just don't trust the Pats offense, but most people agree with you, and the big reason why it's the defense. It's just been dominant.
Absolutely. So how about an upset pick from you?
An upset pick. I think this team is I think they're going to win the game, and again, I think 2.5 points. Actually, no, 3 points. I think. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings Monday night at Seattle. Excuse me. Vikings off a bye, and I was so against Kirk Cousins a few weeks ago at Dallas in prime time, but he showed that they can win. He can win a game in prime time. Seattle's a step up from Dallas, I think, but Seattle, as good as the record is, I don't think they're a dominant team. 9-2, they're 6-0 on the road, with a lot of close wins, and at home they're only 3-2. They beat the Bengals in Week 1 by 1 point. They had that crazy Thursday night game where they should have lost to the Rams on a last-second kick. They only won by 1 point, and then they beat the Bucks 40-34 in overtime, and they needed overtime to beat the Bucks at home. And then the other 2 losses were blowout losses against the Ravens and the Saints with Teddy Bridgewater. So I think the Vikings have what it takes to go in there. And Kirk Cousins and all his weapons. I think Dalvin Cook has a big game, and I think the Vikings win the game outright. So I'll take the Vikings +3 as my upset pick. Okay.
Yeah, that one I'm still going back and forth on. I definitely see your points on the Vikings, and I mean Kirk Cousins has been playing a lot better lately, so I might have to agree with you there. Let's just do. I'm gonna run through and give a recap of our picks.
Are you doing the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the Cardinals for Cardinals +3 for essentially the same reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, Cardinals +3.
Yeah, I spoke so much about it, you don't have to say anything.
No, you took the words out of my mouth, Joe. So for Thanksgiving, I am on the Bears -3.5. So is Joe. For the second game, the Bills and the Cowboys, I'm on the Bills +6.5. Cowboys -6.5 for Joe. We are both on the Falcons +6.5 at home against the Saints. As for the Jets and the Bengals, we are both on the Jets -3.5. Same thing for the Packers -6.5 against the Giants. Both like the Ravens at -6 for the game of the week against the 49ers. My best bet is Patriots -3. Joe's is the Cardinals +3. My upset pick is the Cardinals +3, and Joe's upset pick is the Vikings +3. Joe, thank you so much for coming on again with me this week.
Matt, thanks. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Matt.